Full disclosure, a review copy was provided free of charge by the developer. Stronghold Crusader 2 is a new real-time strategy game by Firefly Studios. It is the 5th installment in the Stronghold series. In Stronghold Crusader 2, the premise is simple. Build a castle, fight the enemy soldiers, conquer their castle, and kill their king. In practice, however, it is far more silly. It is plagued by horrifying AI issues and extreme balance problems. Each game against the AI, skirmish or campaign, can be boiled down into 3 segments. Place a tower and some walls, build cross movement for your tower, play tower defense. Sit there racking up hundreds of kills while collecting resources. Obtain unstoppable numbers of crossbowmen, then build a few trebuchets, and roll over your enemy. After my dozen games against different AI, I have yet to find one in which this does not work. The AI is so dumb it will send siege weapons through your tower wall maze, rather than shoot at anything. This is compounded by the AI's non-use of resources. It seems to just spawn units at various intervals and send them at you. There's no supply lines or siege mechanics. The AI can simply produce everything from nothing. Now, on to the unit issues. Stronghold Crusader 2 tries to do away with the infantry, archer, cavalry triangle. It's interesting to see lighter range units do just about no damage to heavy infantry. However, heavy range units, or crossbowmen, are completely broken with their ability to damage heavy infantry. They seemingly have no counter. Range units have much more range than any other game I have seen. They can shoot with a bit of height advantage over 1/4 to 1/2 of the map. Normally you would expect them to be balanced by really shitty reload times. However, they have the same fire rate as regular lighter archers. They can wholesale slaughter enemy troops twice their number by standing in the middle of an open field. One could argue siege weapons is a viable counter. However, if they are garrisoned in tower or have any height advantage, they can and often will outrange the siege weapons. With no texture to speak of in this game, they are also available right off the bat. I have trouble seeing reason to build anything other than them, and maybe a few healers. Looking at the length of the campaign, there's a decent amount of play to be had. There's also a good stable of maps to use for online and skirmish play. The inclusion of a level editor will aid in keeping life in the game. Overall, the framework and premise of the game is not bad. However, terrible AI and balance issues plague the game. These are things that can and hopefully will be fixed in future updates. However, as it stands, it is nothing but a mess. This means I will score its mechanics as a 4 out of 10. There's room for fixing and improvement. However, we will need patches to see how this turns out. Aethstetics, I will also give a 4 out of 10. It tries to create a comedic feel, with things such as various panicking messages from the enemy lord. However, they can often come too frequently. I really wish there was a spam filter in the game. In addition, the buildings don't really stand out, and many look very samey. And since you can't click on your opponent's buildings to find out what they are, there are a lacking number of hover tool tips as well. Trying to target specific things will require far more practice and game knowledge than it should. Longevity I will give a 6 out of 10. Assuming the major issues are fixed with the map editor, there is a good potential for online scene to live on for quite some time. Unfortunately, without full modding support, the game will not last forever. Finally, I give Polish a 2 out of 10. The game is abysmally full of bugs and balance issues. There are no windowed or borderless windowed mode. The AI is awful. I've run into various sound issues with the music stopping and some crashing. This is what I expect from a beta release. The fact that this is a release version is revolting. Much more time is needed in playtesting. Hover tooltips, the ability to select opponents' buildings to find out what they are, and many more quality of life improvements are also needed to polish this game. While most of these issues can be fixed, we will have to see how it goes over time with patching. Overall, I give the game a 4 out of 10. While the game shows promise, it has far too many glaring issues to overlook. Down the line, this could become a very good game. But for now, I suggest avoiding the title. Thank you everybody for watching this review. As always, this has been your lovely host, Calvin, signing off.